bien, mon aventure continue. John Marston reprend du poil de la bête. On y va pour l'épisode 2 de Red Dead Redemption. Ici Kekch83, et aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour l'épisode 2 des aventures de John Marston. Émission bienvenue à Almadillo.
Oh, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarlane. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. And just what is this supposed to prove? Take the driver's seat, come on!
Ouais, c'est bon, je monte.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
Petit coup d'accélérateur.
I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarlane.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarlane. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to...
Attendez. Ça, c'est sa maison, ici. Non. Voilà, là. Ça, c'est sa maison.
raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. The kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood. So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. First one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Hello?
Here, sir. Hello. Hey, partner.
Spread his love tonight.
How would Armadillo get by without me?
Why, hello.
You need something for that gout? So much to buy in this town.
Thank you.
Whatever the problem may be, take care of yourself and that liver.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
I knew that already.
Et j'ai 7 $, j'ai 0 $. Il y a encore une mission avec Bonnie. On va faire la proximité, hein. Non, on va refaire une mission de Bonnie, les amis. Attendez. Campement de base. Vous ne pouvez pas. Ok, je comprends. On fait une mission de Bonnie d'abord, avant de partir en mission tuerie et tout ce que vous comprenez. Hein. Histoire pour une immersion, quoi. Oh putain, j'ai pas fait exprès, merde, désolé. Hop. Trajet express. Marfallen Ranch.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read. Taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left. Or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Juste pour me repérer, 2 secondes. Voilà, 3 minutes. 12. Ok.
To the cow pen. It's about time a budding farmer such as yourself learned how to herd cattle.
Let's go!
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Good to see you,
Come
Mr.
on,
McFarland.
Easy now.
Let's go! Whoa, whoa!
That's it. Keep on moving. He's got it.
C'est trop chiant cette mission, bordel.
Nice job, Mr. Marston.
Whoa there!
Drive them down the road, Mr. Marston.
Good job.
Yeah!
Get right at them. Drive them this way.
Allez.
Come on! Slow up!
On fait une grande ligne droite. Non mais c'est bon, c'est bon. On fait une grande ligne droite là. Oh putain, qu'est-ce que je déteste cette mission.
He's just showing off now.
All right, let's move this large herd out to the far pasture.
Come on!
Keep sweeping behind them. That way they'll stay together.
Come! Whoa there!
Keep going, Mr. Marston. I love this.
Qu'est-ce que vous... Mais non mais contournez pas l'objectif. Voilà.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
That's it.
C'est fini? Ah, c'est pas tout à fait la mission... Ah oui, c'est pas le mode dur.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh putain, je fais pas gaffe à son endurance à chaque fois. Tu fais chier.
Go!
Oh, désolé mon chat. Hein. Ok, je dois revenir la nuit. Et bien, petite 15 minutes de vidéo, de petites missions. Personnellement, c'est une bonne... C'est une petite vidéo tranquille. Je ferai le reste après. En tout cas, ravi d'avoir fait la vidéo avec vous les amis. J'espère que vous l'aurez apprécié. Moi, ici Kakshi 33 et je vous dis salut à tous.